Yes. I'll start with Lorenzo, who was awarded the Gazetta Awards this evening as Athlete of the Year. In short, it was a 10 for us. What grade would you give yourself?
Well, I've always been very ambitious with myself, so truly a 10 would be almost perfection. It was certainly a year of major changes, significant steps forward, debuting in the top 10, achieving a best ranking, and obviously reaching the finals goal. In my opinion, that was what really made me make this leap in quality. It was undoubtedly a memorable year, a fantastic one, but it has already set a strong foundation for the upcoming season. Therefore, I'd give it an 8.5 or a 9. Okay, come on.
So, concerning next season, of course, we anticipate another Cinderlands rivalry, naturally. Do you think you can get into this two-horse race and make it A3?
Well, that's definitely the goal. Well, I know that this year I had a chance to play against both Carlos several times and Yannick only at the US Open, but certainly the fact of having played against them also helped me understand how far I was from that level, and especially the fact of maintaining their level for a certain amount of time. So we are working hard on that, and the goal, definitely starts from the Australian Open, which is the first big stage of our circuit.
Listen, in an Italy that has always been, let's say, a bit football loving, now there is tennis. Please could you tell me the secret to your amazing energy? It's had such a positive impact on your community, and now so many children want to learn how to play tennis.
Well, one of my dreams when I was little was to be able to inspire future generations. Being a father myself of 2 children, I am incredibly pleased to see so many young people engaging with tennis, this sport, and sports in general. I firmly believe that participating in sports, not just tennis, but any sport, cultivates a wonderful philosophy of life, promoting a culture of healthy living. Therefore, I believe it is a significant and positive result. Even young children have discovered and embraced this truly beautiful sport. It is, without a doubt, a victory for us all.
I had another question, and I was curious because this year you were among the most searched athletes on Google to be loved by Italians. It must feel really special, wouldn't you say?
Honestly, it came as quite a surprise to me because I really didn't expect anything like that. It's a positive surprise. Yeah, it certainly generated some results. Some, I don't know, perhaps a few articles, some coverage, even beyond the attorney court, and it certainly sparked a little more interest in my image. I'm completely convinced that there's a really strong fan base of supporters. Right, as we've noted, tennis has really soared this year, a trend that started well before now. So it's clear that we have a significantly larger audience now. This really makes me very, very pleased. I was part of a very, very close elite group made up of artists and other tennis players and other sportsmen, so I am really pleased.
Then we know that you arrived very tired at the end of this very long season. Tonight, among the award winners, there are also the guys who won the Davis Cup. Is there a bit of regret for not having them on the team, or is the satisfaction for the achievement obviously the most important thing?
Undoubtedly, the overwhelming emotion is satisfaction because I truly believe they accomplished something extraordinary. It might even be the most captivating of the 3 Davis Cup victories. Particularly from a strategic perspective, not many people outside of our group believed in this team's capabilities. Only those of us directly involved in the process understood our potential to then have our say, especially on home turf in Bologna, and win on Italian soil is incredibly satisfying. Personally, I thought it generated a truly remarkable, incredibly positive buzz. Consequently, I found myself the first enthusiastic supporter glued to the television, patiently waiting for my girlfriend to give birth.
So next year, for the 4th year in a row, will you be there?
Let's hope so. Right now, I'd say yes, and of course, I'd like to also because in recent years, I've been a key player as a team member, but not realistically on the court. I've honestly never really flourished as a tennis player within the Davis Cup setup, so it's certainly something I'd love to achieve, specifically to play a crucial role in the upcoming Davis Cup.
How do you see Juventus?
Well, last night's victory was undoubtedly, in my opinion, a positive input, and as a fan and a sportsman, I always obviously consider both aspects, both the positive and negative ones. There's a palpable sense of determination and a desire for revenge within the team, something I've personally witnessed firsthand. Following our match in Turin, I've had the opportunity to learn more about the players and the structure of the club itself. This invitation, therefore, was incredibly gratifying, and I sincerely hope that our Champions League campaign continues strongly. Securing those 3 crucial points was essential, and I anticipate that the upcoming matches offer realistic opportunities to improve our position within the standings. Ultimately, benefiting the team as a whole.
Thank you. You? Okay, thank you.
Whenever you want.
Well, feet of the year for feet of the year. That's feet of the year. Let's start again with Filippo Volante, feet of the year at the Gazette Awards for the great triumph in the Davis Cup. Sure, what kind of recognition is this for his team and for the entire Italian feminist movement?
No, it's definitely a significant achievement. A truly remarkable accomplishment this year. However, considering the history, winning 3 consecutive championships is likely the most impressive feat of the year, especially considering the team's composition, numerous, diverse players, including a large number of new players and a significant number of rookies. This demonstrates a thriving, healthy organization.
Well, similarly, you said his absence ended up being barely noticeable.
Yannick was right, absolutely right, when he stated that we persisted as a truly strong team, ultimately achieving this victory. It's different from the others, perhaps even more felt paradoxically, together with the first one, but it was different, but just as exciting. Yeah, it's true, we have a very strong team, many players actually. I'm really fortunate to have so many talented players. You don't always win the Davis Cup with just the top 1 or 2 ranked players, of course. It requires we need those players to step up and perform when asked, and they do an amazing job. That's something we're extremely proud of, having a roster that constantly challenges me, but ultimately makes the difference in winning.
That's the real strength of his team, but beyond the great champions that we know.
Who get along well together. They are extraordinary guys who get along well together, who help each other. And then after the victory, everyone celebrates. Then everyone runs away. When in the end, I wanted to call them 1-1 to tell them how important they were, even if a player like Sonico with a high ranking didn't play in the end. How much he worked for the good of the team, how much he worked together with Matteo to make Flavio feel in the best possible condition, together with Simone, together with Andrea. But for the last 3 years, it's been a team that, regardless of who is called up, regardless of who goes on the field, helps each other. And for me, this is very important.
He genuinely instilled a team spirit, didn't he? We saw Caboli, and everyone else did too. It was his defining characteristic. This approach is a valuable asset in his development, as we're certain his performance will translate into a higher level of individual play following this Davis Cup.
True, very true. What I have noticed is that when the guys are together, they improve. Then it's a shame to have the Davis Cup at the end of the season, because then also in the past, when we had the round robin in Bologna, the guys after Bologna all achieved all the results precisely because by being together, living the daily routine together, they improved. And for me, this is extraordinary. We'd felt something similar when we were playing, but the impact is significant. Every time these lads come together successfully, it's truly palpable now. Davis Cup is one of those moments.
There is a Davis Cup record holder who is no longer with us, Pietro Angeli, but he had time to see this one too and celebrated what was his cup.
Yes, that's true. I like to think, and I've already said so, that he waited for us. He wanted to observe the third project under our joint management, and for me, this was an immensely important factor. In short, who better than Nicola Intoperle executing on the blue jersey in an extraordinary way. He always transmitted a very strong attachment to the blue jersey, and perhaps we are Nicola's grandchildren, but we have learned so much.
Indeed, to the extent that we maybe, along with volleyball, which was also the main focus today, the most important Italian sporting movement based on its significance in achievements, the caliber of its athletes, and athletes recognized worldwide, we must say, as President Benaghi also acknowledged, even when compared to football.
Yes, this question is really more directed towards Angelo than towards myself, but we are incredibly proud because you see I also serve as the technical director for the men's department. Thus, witnessing their growth is exceptionally rewarding and important. Watching them grow and improve fills me with such pride. I truly believe that focusing on the numbers is crucial, and it's not just about those at the very top. What's important is the significant number of male and female players who have reached the global top 100. We have a great many other young players who are developing at a truly breathtaking pace, so we have a lot more enjoyment to come.